Granny won't see me on the TV, yeah. Remember I was selling CDs, yeah. And for I need you, you gon' need me. Got my heart broke back to back to back, now that's a 3-beat. I ain't denying I got love, issues. I ain't denying I got trust.
How you doing? And welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Josh. You are now watching I Stay Joshin'. Alright guys, I want to talk to you guys about the new Z06. I know I am super late. I have Cars and Drivers up here, and I'm reading some of the articles, and I figured we'd just do a sit-down video and talk a little bit about it, okay? Now, I missed the reveal of the Z06. I didn't get to do a video on it because I was in the field, you know, doing my Army Thug Dizzle. But it's beautiful, all right? What I've seen is amazing. But what I thought was amazing wasn't the Z06. It was actually the Z07 that came with the full carbon ceramic brakes and the full carbon kits and more carbon interior with the nice carbon wing. When it comes just to the Z06, I'm sorry, but it doesn't look much far from the Stingray. I mean, bigger vents, longer stuff behind, like, you know, stretched out vents. A little more aggressive on the front end and stuff, but I'm talking from the C7 to the C8, it's not a big difference. The C7, I can tell a difference from a Z06 to a Stingray. With the C8, I really can't tell a difference. I can tell a difference from a Stingray to a C7, but the Z06, I mean, wasn't all that. Let me know what you guys think in the description below, in the comments below. Like, is this true? Is this what you think? And that's totally, again, how I personally feel about it. What I'd like to talk to you guys today about is some of the differences. Since we already missed the reveal, let's talk about the differences. How does the 2023 Chevy C8 Corvette Z06 compares with the Chevy C8 Stingray? Okay, so the new Z06 ditches the standard Corvette 6.2 liter, right? Which is weird. We usually go up. Like Dodge, you go from the 5.7 to the 6.4 to the 6.6 or 6.7, whatever they go to. But from the base model, we go from a 6.2 liter pushrod cross-plane crank V8 to now a high-revving 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8. All right, so that's a difference in engine. That's just ridiculous already. So we know engine is the biggest difference. Yeah, we went down in liters, but we went up when it came down to the 5.5 liter. It is high revving. It is ridiculous. This is like actually beat out Ferrari and Lamborghini for the biggest, most highest horsepower NA vehicle. All right, that beats out Ferrari a lot. That you'd think that would be coming from Ferrari, but it's not. It's actually coming from Corvette. Yeah, I said it right, Corvette, Chevy, okay? I love to see that Chevy's breaking records continuously still. I hate to see that we're going down in liters, but that's what it's about nowadays, is smaller engines, higher revving, and that's what wins races, honestly. And then they could have made it a hybrid or something, or they could have went all electric. So, hey, any year that we don't go all electric, I'll be happy with. So the Chevy C8 does get its first high-performance variant, which we know that was just released in this Z06, the 2023. Manufacturer's going to start making it. Production's going to start in 2022. They're already saying all allocations already took, so if you're not on that list, don't expect to be on that list. So I'll see you Chevy in like 2025. So what do you get? Also the engine difference. There's also a price difference, right? We're talking probably estimated to be about $30,000 over the premium Stingray. The major difference between the Z06 and the base Stingray is the entirely new engine. It takes the Corvette from 490 horsepower to 670. Yes, my ZL1 has 650, so 20 more. But instead of having a bigger engine and a supercharger, it's NA with a smaller engine, and that's what I'm talking about. The red line went up from 6,400 or 6,450 RPM to the wild 8,600, so now that's another thing. The red line is ridiculously high. It sounds more Ferrari than Ferrari. It sounds better than Ferrari, and now it definitely sounds like an exotic. If you thought the Stingray didn't fit the exotic class, you better put some respect on this one, because it totally fits the exotic class on this one. Big shout out to Chevy. I've been a fan. I'm glad that you guys are finally keeping up, finally catching up, and finally doing the damn thing, okay? There are different things. Again, the Z06 is just a little bigger. It is 300 pounds heavier than the Stingray C8. Unfortunately, that makes it like 600 pounds heavier than the C7 ZR1. We're going up a little bit, and that's the Z07 package, coming in almost at 3,800 pounds. All right, so Chevy has high-performance C8 Corvette models that come out within the next couple of years. The Z06 is the first to arrive. We already know after the Z06, Z07, they might have a ZR1 package. Who knows? So that's going to be something super excited about. All right, these are just some images you guys can look at. The Corvette Z06 on top. We have the Corvette Stingray on the bottom. We know that we're talking about the engine going from the 2020 C8 from 490 horsepower and 465 pounds of torque, or the 449 or 95 horsepower and 470 pound of torque in the Z51 package. I believe that one was 0 to 60 in about 2.8 seconds, 11.2 and a quarter mile, clocking about 122 miles an hour. All right, so now they installed an entirely new engine when it came to the Z06. Naturally aspirated double overhead cam, 5.5 liter V8 plain crank, 670 horsepower with 460 feet-pounds of torque, making this the most powerful free-breathing V8 engine ever to be installed in a car. Yes, all right, this is going to be dubbed the LT6. Revs all the way, screaming at 8,600 horsepower or RPMs. 6.2 fuel cutoff set at about 6,500 RPMs. For the Stingray, coming would be the ZR1 variant, which, I mean, I expected to have a bolt-on turbo or whatever. So it's going to be the same 5.5, either with turbos or supercharger. I don't see a supercharger at all. I think it's going to be turbocharged. 2 to be exact. Whew. All right. So once that hits, that's going to be ridiculous, right? Now we're taking it from 670 horsepower to guesstimated about over 800 horsepower. Then we talk about the chassis. All right, specifically tuned to control arm suspension for the Z06, the magnetic dampers, $1,800, about $95 on extra from the Stingray. Electronic controllers, limited slip differential, also options of the Stingray that's going to come standard with the Z06. Remember, the Z06 is a higher package, so whatever upgrades are from the Stingray is going to be standard for the Z06. The Z06 brakes are 1.2 inches larger than the Brembos included on the Stingray Z51 package. Front calipers of the Z06 are 6-piston compared to the 4-piston on the Stingray, and then the carbon ceramic rotors are included in the Z06 Track Pack Z07 package. So when I'm talking 30,000 more, let's say about 90,000 for the Z06, I don't think that's going to count for the Z07. So Z07 probably going to be estimated to start probably maybe around 120. Who knows? All right. So right now the Stingray has a tire size of 245s 35 up front and 305 30s in the rear. The Z06 is going to be 275 30 in the front and 345 25 in the rear. Yes, we went wider. It's going to be 20 up front, 21 inches in the back. We went from a 45 to a 245 to a 275 from between the Stingray and the Z06, and then we went from a 305 rear to a 345 rear, and that's going to be with the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires and Brembo brakes. The Z06 is going to be coming again with 20 inches in the front, 21 in the rear. That's going to look sick. I think that's going to be pretty nice itself. And a lot of you guys noticed from the picture the large wing on the Z06, right? That car is going to be equipped with the Z07 package, which includes numerous of other performance options, aerodynamic tweaks such as the wing, as well as the front splitter, the canards, cornering stability. Like, it's just going to be more track packed than anything. The Stingray is the base. The Z06 is the track version. The Z07 is like balls to the walls, excuse my language, okay? So like the Stingray, the Z06 is available in both the coupe and the convertible configuration, and I think the same can be expected when it comes to the ZR1. They're going to be both available in forms in previous generations, but with even more aggressive aero. So if you guys look at the interior, we kept the front end typically the same. Not much has changed on the interior, but more carbon options, more aggressive look, which is the carbon again. You can probably get the whole interior carbon and Alcantara, more aggressive seats and all of that. So the same as the Stingray, but they're like, again, 3 different seat choices. However, there are numerous options, including 2 levels of carbon options. That's going to come with a choice of like aluminum trim. It can include a carbon fiber steering wheel, carbon paddle shifters, yeah. And then that can be paired with 12 exterior color choices, 7 wheel choices, and let's talk about the wheels, full carbon. Yeah, the Z07 is going to have a full carbon wheel option, which is awesome in itself. People like me, if you're not rich, if you don't got it like that, buy the base model Z06. You got the engine, you got the platform, you have everything you need, an aftermarket is going to come out, right? Same body sort of kind of, so you can already go with some Stingray options. I'd like to know what the tuning is going to look like on vehicles like this. I'm excited to see what the future has to hold. Who knows? All right, so let's talk again about pricing. Right now, the Stingray Coupe is starting about 62,000 bucks. Pricing for the 2023 Corvette Z06 has been released, or not really has been released, they're just saying a rough estimate, about $90,000. I see that going a little up from there, but who knows? I want to know what you guys think again on this Z06 compared to the Stingray. Do you think it was worth the wait? Do you think that is a bunch of fluff? For you guys who watch the Chevy video, what do you guys think? I will make sure I attach a clip here at the end of this if you guys want to see what's going on with the Z06. A little bit of what Chevy had to say. Check out Vehicle Virgin. He did 5 things I hate or absolutely hate about the Z06. We all can't be fanboys, but I will continue to be a fanboy with Chevy. I will continue to love it, appreciate it, and I hope they do the same thing with the Camaro. Please put the ZR1 engine in there, 755 horsepower. Like, we need that, all right? We need it. But who knows? Till next time, guys, it's your boy Josh. You are now watching I Stay Joshin'. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Stay vaccinated. Go get your shot. Peace.
Northside where I'm from, smell like Homer. If he ain't gunning for the gang, he's a gunner. I know some niggas done thugging with their gun up. I know some bitches cry sundown to the sun up. Granny wanna see me on the TV, yeah. Remember I was selling CDs, yeah. And for I need you.